Hello, all. Today we will be uncovering how to open my spiritual eyes. Opening spiritual eyes isn't about forcing vision, but trusting divine timing. Ripening in season, awakening is less like flipping a light switch and more like waiting for fruit to ripen. You can't rush an apple by shouting at the tree, and you can't force your spirit to bloom before its season. The sacred ripens us slowly, layer by layer, until one day, without warning, we're sweet enough to taste. Patience isn't passive, it's the art of trusting the orchard of your soul. We humans are impatient creatures. We want enlightenment delivered like Amazon Prime, preferably by tomorrow, with free shipping. But here's the cosmic joke: awakening doesn't care about your calendar. It ripens when it ripens. Like fruit on a stubborn tree or a dragon that refuses to wake until it's good and ready. You can chant, meditate, or buy crystals by the pound, but the sacred has its own rhythm. The trick is learning to laugh, prepare, and trust the timing. The cosmic alarm clock spiritual awakening isn't something you can schedule like a dentist appointment. It arrives when the universe decides you're ripe, not when you decide you're bored. You can chant, meditate, or buy crystals by the pound, but if it's not your time, you're just polishing the doorknob to a room that hasn't unlocked yet. Dragons nap until they're ready. Myth reminds us, dragons rise when they choose, not when mortals tuck their tails. Forcing awakening is like poking a sleeping dragon, you'll get scorched. Better to tend your hearth, keep your rituals, and trust that when the dragon stirs, you'll be ready to ride. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Romans 13:11, preparation versus forcing. Here's the paradox. You can awaken before your time, but you can prepare the ground. Rituals, humor, reflection, and fierce self-trust are like watering the soil. They don't force the bloom, but they ensure that when the season shifts, your spirit blossoms instead of withers. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not. Galatians 6-9, you can't force your eyes open. You can prepare, trust, and wait. When the time comes, awakening will arrive naturally, like fruit ripening, like a dragon rising, like a vision unfolding at its appointed hour. Karma as compost. What if you're reaping the thorns of past choices and longing to awaken? Awakening doesn't bypass karma, it ripens through it. Every regret, every consequence, every bad harvest becomes compost for the soul. You can't skip the season of thorns, but you can learn from it. Awakening arrives when you've digested enough of your own story to see clearly. The very weight of karma becomes the teacher that prepares you for sight. In truth, the mess is part of the ripening, but the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, he shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance. John 14:26. The danger of spiritual pushiness: beware of anyone promising instant enlightenment. Awakening isn't a vending machine where you insert mantras and get visions. It's a slow burn, a ripening, a cosmic wink that arrives when you least expect it. Protect your sovereignty. Don't let anyone sell you shortcuts to sight. Closing wink, you awaken when it's your time, not before. The sacred has its own rhythm, and your only job is to dance along. When the moment comes, it won't be because you forced it. It'll be because you were ready to receive it. Affirmation: ripening in my own season. I awaken in my own time. I trust the rhythm of my soul, the ripening of my spirit, and the wisdom of my journey. Nothing is rushed, nothing is forced. I bloom when the sacred calls me, and I am enough in every season. The last wink awakening isn't a race, a checklist, or a prize for good behavior. It's a ripening, a dragon's yawn, a cosmic alarm clock that rings only when the time is right. You can't push it, but you can prepare for it, laughing at your own impatience. composting your karma, and trusting the orchard of your soul. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1. So breathe, dance, tend your rituals. When the sacred calls, you'll open your eyes not because you forced them, but because you were ready to see. And when that moment comes, don't be surprised if the universe winks back with a grin as wide as the stars. Need more help? Check out the pros, healers, readers, and spiritualists. Thanks for watching. DPC.